Hello guys, and welcome back to another Sun and Moon Thoughts on video. This is good for Pokemon fans, but we cannot catch a break this month. Every time we turn around, it's just, hey, here's some new Pokemon. Cause it's the 19th, and I think this brings our total up to like 13 Pokemon just this month. All in separate, because we got 7, then we got 1, then we got 2, and now we're getting, I think, another 3. But let's just get into it. So, first off, ooh, it's laggy. Gosh dang it, I freaking hate Firefox. So, we got Wimpod. Now, I think it's supposed to be a horseshoe crab, right? Horseshoe crab, I think that's what it's called. But yeah, it's a bug water. See, the bug is what throws me off. So it's got the ability Wimp Out. Now, if I had to guess anything based on this gameplay footage, it's that when it gets hit, let's see here, when it gets hit, it, as we see, it's super effective. Wimp Out, it just flees. So it flees from battle when it takes too much damage. Next we got Bounsweet, which I'd say it's a cherry, but but we already had a cherry Pokemon. So that kind of ruins that. It's got Leaf Guard and Oblivious. I don't honestly know what either of those abilities do. Then we've got Comfey, which is it's a flower necklace, which, okay, you're hitting the nail on the head there, but whatever. I mean, it's not we have had a keychain Pokemon, so okay. It's so hard to complain about Pokemon being physical objects anymore, just because we've had so many insane ones. So, but yeah, it's a flower necklace, and so it's got Flower Veil and Change. I don't know what either of those abilities do. I don't know. I mean, it's weird, but I literally cannot complain anymore. It's a pure fairy type. So, let's see. What did it just use? It looked like Sunny Day. We've got Mudsdale? It's a horse. I don't think we've actually had a horse Pokemon before. Because I remember we have had a zebra, but I don't think we've had an actual horse. I would say it's a Mustang. I think that's what it may be going for. I just woke up a few minutes ago. But, I'm assuming, there's a few things I can think of naming this thing. So, Own Tempo and Stamina. I don't know what either of those do. It's a ground type, which I would think it would be ground normal, but I guess pure ground makes sense. I like it. It's, again, a horse seems logical. I can see it eventually happening. I just want my dolphin Pokemon. Is that so much to ask for? I don't even like dolphins, and yet I still want a dolphin Pokemon. So let's see. It gets anything else? Wait, what did Stamina do? So Stamina raises defense. Okay. We got Mimikyu. We already know. It's the Ghost Fairy. It's got the ability to disguise. I think it... Again, I really like this thing. I'm guessing disguise works what's that ability called? Oh, look at the background. That may tell us that there's going to be a graveyard area, even though this looks really pixelated right here. But, well, same thing on the treetops. But, I was thinking maybe disguise works oh gosh. What's that ability? Oh, it works like Substitute, where when you get hit, it kind of puts out a substitute. Let's see here. So it gets hit by the car battery. disguise. It's served as a decoy. It's disguised. Yeah, I think it works as a car. Like it's the like cloth. Because as you notice, it just kind of flomps over. What if that's when it flomps over like that? That's like a substitute or something. And then last, they named this thing Bewear. Oh my gosh, that is such a bad joke. I love it. Again, I still think this thing is kind of cute. We knew it was normal fighting, right? Fluffy and Klutz. I don't know what either of those abilities do. Host your own competition using Global Link. So does that mean you can kind of like start mini tournaments online? I kind of hope that's what that means, because that'd be pretty cool, actually. Hyper training. Is hyper training the same thing as super training from X and Y? Because in super training, you were able to boost your Pokemon's EVs. I mean, like, it wasn't the most effective way, but you were able to do it. Does that mean that's what hyper training is in this, or is hyper training its own thing? Why is it showing the moves? This is gonna be. See, it's showing it's growing over time, right? That's kind of what super training did, right? It shows your base stats, but it seems to tell you even more this time. And yeah, that's the new trailer, but of course there's a little more. Oh gosh. So let's see. Okay, it's the fruit Pokemon. Again, I don't know what its name is. Bounsweet. What? It's just pure grass. I don't think I pointed that out before. So, because it exudes a delicious smell from its entire body, Bounsweet is popular with Pokemon and people of the Alola region. Bounsweet, I think I'm pronouncing that right. Bounsweet's scent has a claiming effect on humans. So many people let them live inside their homes as a sort of air freshener. Unfortunately, it's sometimes swallowed whole by Pokemon drawn in by its aroma. So it's eaten by other Pokemon. When running away from other Pokemon, Bounsweet flees danger by skipping along the ground, since its bouncy movements don't convey to the others that it's actually in desperate flight. No one ever comes to its aid. So that's kind of dark. When it's fleeing, literally no one will help it because it looks too adorable. When attacked by enemies, it drives them off by rotating I don't even know how to pronounce that, on its head. The downside is how it gets dizzy afterwards. But yeah, I still don't know what like type it's supposed to be. Or I mean like what fruit it's supposed to be, because usually it's kind of obvious. I mean, I think it's these 3 big leaves that throw me off. It could be not a plum, but like, I don't know. So next we got Bewear, which when Bewear is acting friendly fashion, just swinging its arms around, you must never dare to approach it carelessly. It is acknowledged to be dangerous Pokemon even within the Alola region. You may see warning signs. Yeah, we kind of already knew that. When Bewear grows fond of its trainer, it may show the feelings in a fond embrace, but the force of its hug is tremendous. Trainers must teach these Pokemon how to restrain their strength when showing affection. Bewear may have the Fluffy ability. A new ability that no Pokemon has ever possessed before. The Fluffy ability halves the damage taken from attacks that make direct contact in return. But in return, it also doubles the damage taken by fire attacks. So it makes you weak. So it makes you strong against physical attacks, but extra weak to fire attacks. Okay, that makes sense. Comfey, the Poisey Picker Pokemon. Comfey, which, oh my gosh, it's an awful pun, but whatever. Comfey picks flowers and always carries them around. It makes a ring and blossom of blossom height. That's 4 inches? How much is that? That's not big at all. Unless it's just talking about this little thing right here, which I don't think it is. Ring of Blossoms, which changes the flowers so they emit a soothing fragrance. It has a habit of giving these flower rings to those it's fond of. The aroma can soothe both itself and its allies. Comfey also helps the treatment of people at Pokemon centers and at hospitals. So is this like the Chansey, Audino type Pokemon for the generation? I doubt it, but that'd be interesting. When attacked by other Pokemon, it throws its flowers at them to create an opening and then either flees or strikes back. Comfey has the new Traig ability, an ability that no other Pokemon has had before. With the Traig ability, the Pokemon's restorative moves gain the highest priority in battle. Oh, that's interesting. So yeah, maybe it is the Nurse Joy style Pokemon. That'd be kind of cool, I guess. Yeah, okay. Mudsdale is known for its powerful body, as well as its emotional fortitude, which keeps it from being agitated by anything. It never cries out, no matter what kind of trouble it is in. And its defeat is, it defeats its opponents with a single powerful blow. Its legs are coated in protective mud, and our weight of the coating increases the force of the kicks. One kick, and a car piles scrap. Mudsdale's running speed is too swift, but its excellent power and stamina. It can carry on for 3 days and 3 nights despite dragging loads of over 10 tons. You better be able to ride this thing in the game. I mean, like, they're doing this whole thing with riding. You better be able to ride it. When Mudsdale gallops, its earnestness, the power of its hoof clops, can dig out huge holes even in the asphalt. Mudsdale is forbidden to run on some of Alola's public roads. Mudsdale's has a new stamina ability, an ability no other Pokemon has had before. The stamina ability, this Pokemon's defense goes up by 1 whenever it's hit by an attack. So I called that one. Well, I figured that one out. Mimikyu lives its life completely covered in a cloth. It's always hidden. People believe that anybody who sees its true form beneath the cloth are stricken with a mysterious illness. People in the Alola region convinced that you must never try to peek beneath its covering. Mimikyu's health fails when it's bathed in the rays of the sun, so prefer to stick to dark places. I'm surprised it prefers to, and yet it's you know what? I mean, like, it's not dark fairy. You know what? Whatever. It is rumored that the reason it covers itself to avoid sunlight. This rising popularity of Pikachu-styled merchandise 20 years ago is the reason Mimikyu makes itself look like Pikachu. In fact, the Pokemon is dreadfully lonely, and it's thought that it would be able to make friends with humans if it looked like Pikachu. Mimikyu has the disguise ability. Okay, this is what I wanted to know. A new ability that no Pokemon... Yeah, we know that. The disguise ability allows it to escape from allows it to escape damage from an enemy's attack just one time, and then its appearance changes. So yeah, it basically just leaves this thing, and it basically puts up a mini substitute, I think. And then it's or does it, like, is this gonna be a Pokemon in the wild where you hit it and then it uses the ability and then it flees from battle, kind of like an Aber would, but where you have to hit it first. Due to in order to resemble Pikachu, Yeah, and I still wonder, is it going to use other disguises than just Pikachu? And Wimpod, the Turntail Pokemon. Wimpod, I can almost guarantee this thing's gonna evolve. I kind of hope most of these things evolve. I hope the Cherry at least evolves once or twice. I hope the flower thing evolves at least once or twice. But for some reason I can see it never evolving, just like Klefki. The horse, honestly, I don't see evolving at all. Mimikyu I see evolving just once. And then this thing I'd like to evolve. Knowing Pokemon, it would probably just evolve once. Wimpod has a cowardly nature and is wary of noises and sudden movements. If you approach them in groups, they'll immediately run off. When Wimpod feels threatened, they spit out a poisonous liquid. Yeah, it's bug water. Maybe it evolve into like a water poison. The stints of its toxic fluid signals that danger is near. Despite their extreme cowardice, their curiosity leads Wimpod to approach people or Pokemon that are standing still. Wimpod eats and stores anything they find falling on the ground. They also scavenge garbage that's been dropped in the sea, so they are highly valued as cleaners. They sometimes carry pearls and other valuable items, so humans and Pokemon like Marowak or Murkrow may target them. So does that mean while you fight them, like if you can catch one, they have like a held item of like a pearl? Is that possible? Kind of like that one pickup ability. I think it may even be called where they can find random items. Okay. Wimpod has the new ability Wimp Out, an ability, yeah. With the Wimp Out ability, if the Pokemon's HP drops below half in battle, it will run away or swamp out for another Pokemon. Again, this thing has to evolve. I can also see this being a setup Pokemon, weirdly enough, but yeah. But no, those are all the new Pokemon. I think we got it all. I hope you guys enjoyed, and until the next video, peace.